streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Feel like a dynamite, ready to explode right up in the sky. I need you to listen, I need you to hear, and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight.
Hi. Oh, is that working? I don't know. I should probably check this. cool. It is working. Sick. Sweet. Hi, what's up? How's it going? Just forewarning. I don't know. Oh my gosh, that does not need to be turned up. I'm such a doofus. Forewarning. I'm not sure how smooth this is gonna be, just because we're not in. Well, I'm not in like the office or whatever, where we're like connected directly into the Wi-Fi. So if the video and audio is kind of like slightly off or something, there's really not much I can do about it. So like just a warning or whatever. But hi, here for Raw. It's great. So we have Liv, the new SmackDown Women's Champion, out here. And we have Natty. And we have Carmella. Because apparently both of them were important to be on the show. Well, Carmella and Natty. I don't mind if Liv is on. Oh, how's it going? What's up? Hope everybody's doing great. I didn't expect Liv to cash in the same night. It's not surprising, just because that's what they've done with like the women's Money in the Bank. Every Money in the Bank for the last, I don't know, a couple years. The only person to hold it for longer than a day is Carmella. That's like legit facts. Because every other person is cashed in within a day or the same night. Just kind of depends. Didn't Bailey cash in the same day? And yeah, Asuka didn't cash it in, but she got given the title like within a day. So like the kind of timeline or whatever for the women's Money in the Bank never has lasted long, ever. Which I'm not entirely certain why they feel the need to do that. But it's kind of stupid, I guess. But whatever. Liv is champion. I didn't think she was gonna win the match, actually, because I did. Okay, I didn't watch Money in the Bank like the day of, but I went back and watched it after. And I did not. I didn't think she was winning. Just with the idea, like, I don't know, she was in the ankle lock for like a long time, and I didn't think they were gonna give it to her, but then they did, so that was cool, I guess. So Bianca's out here now because Natty and Carmella were trying to beat up Liv. So now I'm assuming we're gonna do like an impromptu tag team match, probably. Hey Jackie-O, hey Marcus, hey Dad, what's up? Volterra, how's it going? Hey Sandel. Hey Thomas. Hey Ben. What's up? Oh, hey Flamethrower, what's up? Did I see the vignette during Money in the Bank? Yeah, I think it's Edge. That is my guess, is that it's Edge. But we will see. I think there were just a lot of hints in the video or whatever pointing to it being Edge. With the like different career points or whatever, I guess, of Edge's career. There's like Kurt Angle medal. There was like the Jeff Hardy style armband things, the Dudley's glasses, the Eddie Guerrero license plate. It really seems like it's gonna be Edge, but I guess we'll see. Yeah, for sure. I think it's Edge. Hey John Elite, what's up? Has to be Edge with the metal license plate, glasses, and armbands. Yeah, it just makes sense. I don't think any part of it makes sense to be Bray. I think people just freaked out and were like, "Oh, it's Bray," just because it was in like the style of like a lot of the way his promos and vignettes had gone in the past with WWE. But I think it's Edge. Mr. G needs to get rid of his infection. Yeah. Mr. G's been sick for like a month. Hey, James, what's up? The women's division isn't interesting enough to keep... You know what? I can click the messages. I'm such a doofus. The women's division isn't interesting enough to keep the briefcase, so they have to do something with it right away. See, but I don't feel like that's totally true. I feel like it depends on who they would put it on. In the situation of Liv, I guess it was more so they need to get the title off of Ronda and give it to somebody else to make the division on SmackDown better, I suppose. So I guess it makes sense in some capacity as to why they did that for Liv. But like in years previous, it's not like they've needed to do that. Like you could have had the briefcase on Bayley for a while. I think Becky to me made the most sense to win this year just because of the idea that she dropped, the title in the briefcase to Asuka a year or two ago. And I thought it made sense, but Liv, whatever. They want to strap the racket to Liv, that's cool. It's fine. Send her to SmackDown. She's kind of needed over there. I did watch Forbidden Door. I watched it the day it happened. It was fantastic. It was a fantastic pay-per-view. Really, really enjoyed it. Was great from top to bottom. Claudio showing up was really cool. I watched Blood and Guts on Wednesday too. It was neat. It was a really cool show, and I can't wait for them to do it again. I hope Bayley returns soon. She's been in the ring training lately. Yeah, I hope she's back because I feel like they need her. Honestly, I've seen that they're gonna do Ronda and Liv at SummerSlam. That's what I've heard. Hey, Mr. Gamer, what's up? I actually fell asleep during Bianca versus Carmella. I'm not gonna lie, I just kind of, because I didn't watch it live, I watched it after the fact. I skipped through certain things that I just didn't care about. So I watched the show, but I kind of also just skimmed through it. Like I watched the women's Money in the Bank ladder match, and oh boy, was that a doozy in places. But it's I just kind of skimmed through some of it because some of it I genuinely did not care. I just kind of needed to catch up and see what happened. So. I have seen Volume 2 of Stranger Things. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great. So, yeah. I have to go back through here. There's a bunch of messages that I missed. I don't even like Carmella, but she had a valid point. Liv Morgan isn't on the Raw roster anymore after beating Ronda. Yep. No holds barred, Becky and Asuka. I did see that it's happening tonight. So that should be fun. They kept giving Becky chance after chance after chance. I was sure they were going to give it to her. Yeah, me too. Becky with the briefcase would have been a lot of fun. I agree, and I'm not sure what they're doing with her, but also I kind of have this slight feeling that they're going to literally have her just turn into a psychopath or something. And she's going to be like out of her mind because she keeps losing all of these big matches and can't get back to where she wants to be with the championship. So I think there's like a really cool story that they could do there, and Becky is really good, and she can sell stuff really well. So it'll be really exciting to see. But I do agree that giving her the briefcase would have also been fun because I feel like you could have had this like kind of, I'm always going to be there around the corner. And then you have, with the idea of having the title on Ronda, it could have been like a giant mind games kind of thing, and it could have been fun. But, they gave it to Liv. It's fine. It's fine. Blood and Guts is good, but I hope Santana's okay. Yeah, me too. I haven't seen anything like I haven't seen any like updates on his condition or whatever after the show. Granted, I haven't necessarily been on Twitter as much, but I haven't seen anything. What did I think of the rules for Royal Rampage? I didn't see it. I didn't watch SmackDown. That I watched Raw last week. I watched Blood and Guts last week. I didn't watch SmackDown. I just didn't really have any desire to watch the show, honestly. So I didn't watch SmackDown or AEW just because I didn't have it on. I was actually watching Stranger Things, I think. So I watched that in place of wrestling on Friday. I have this strange feeling WWE will shoehorn Charlotte into Liv Ronda match and have Charlotte win at SummerSlam. It wouldn't be surprising if they did that. Like, honestly, it really wouldn't be surprising, and I would almost expect it. But you know. Also, Seth should be Mr. Money in the Bank, not Austin Theory. Do you know how much of a literal waste that men, like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding? I guess they're trying to make Theory this, like, big heel or something, but, like, genuinely, I also don't understand it at all. Austin Theory is not, I've heard people talk about it like, he's going to be the next John Cena. He's not. He's not. He's not. He's literally not. Nobody cares. Nobody cares enough for him to be the next John Cena in any capacity whatsoever. So it's, I don't get it. I genuinely don't get it. And I think it should have been Seth. And it's just so frustrating because, you know, you see Seth is out there working his butt off week after week, month after month, year after year. And what does the guy get in return? Nothing. He literally gets nothing. It's so disappointing because I feel like as a fan of Seth Rollins, constantly he's like this close, and then they're like, haha, just kidding. Really, you're not getting it. They've done that so many times to him within the last, like, 2 years specifically. It's just so frustrating because they could have done something so great with the Money in the Bank briefcase being on Seth, and they could have done a really cool callback to when Seth had the Money in the Bank briefcase the first time back in 2014, and they did the whole cash in with Brock and Roman because we have Brock and Roman at SummerSlam this year. So it would have been really cool to see, but they just constantly are, like, pulling the rug out from under him, and it's really disappointing. And, like, I can't imagine how he feels. Like, just constantly, you're so close. You're never really going to be the guy, but we're going to pretend that we're going to make you the guy. And then last second, we're not going to do it because apparently you aren't, you know, a big enough star or something. It's just annoying. Seth and Becky both holding the briefcases would have been fun. I think so too. I think both of them holding the briefcases, it would have been so much fun. But no, we didn't do that because we had to give it to Austin Theory. So, by the way, Maven, I've been watching Stranger Things. I'm in the middle of season 4. I've done a total rewatch of the series over the last couple of weeks. Okay, couple of weeks. I mean 2 weeks. It's so good. I literally can watch it over and over and over again and literally never be tired of it. I love it so much. Like, no one in their mind believes Austin Theory has a blindfold of a chance of beating Roman Reigns or Brock Lesnar. No, not at all. And that's what's so, like, it's just baffling to me that they decided to put the briefcase on him. But ew, I guess. You know. I wouldn't mind Riddle having the briefcase. There was a lot of hype around him too. Bro in the Bank or whatever, that was kind of catching on, and people were really, you know, they like that too. But then, you know, they decided to throw Austin Theory wasn't even in the match, bro. He wasn't even in the match. They just threw him in there last second. We're like, oh, cool. And when they did that, of course, everybody knew it was going to go to him. Everybody knew it. That was the first thing out of my mouth when I saw that. I was like, well, I guess it's not Seth's night because they're giving it to Theory. It's so unfortunate. So will season 5 be this season finale of Stranger Things? Yeah. The 5th season. It'll be the last season. Oh, man. Hey, dude, what's up? Sorry, I don't know if I said hi or not. They're just using Seth. They don't care about him. I agree. I just constantly, he's in this position of, like, almost being the top guy, but not quite. And it's frustrating. Would have been nice to have the full circle moment with Seth having the briefcase. I totally agree. Totally agree. Hey, Kevin, what's up? Like, I don't mind Liv getting getting a push because she deserves it, but I don't trust WWE. Yeah, I agree. I think they did it just because I genuinely think that they just wanted to get the title off of Ronda. And it's probably for a situation like bringing Charlotte back to have Charlotte win the title at SummerSlam or something like that, but they didn't want Charlotte to beat Ronda straight up. So if you put it on somebody else, then, you don't have Ronda losing. Well, I mean, she lost to lose the title, but losing to Charlotte, if that makes sense. That's kind of the point that I was making. Stranger Things was the reason why I renewed my Netflix subscription. Yeah, it's so good. It's so good. Hey, Vin, what's up? Feeling better? How do you feel about Money in the Bank as a show? Well, I'm doing all right. My knee is still all messed up. I'm doing physical therapy for it, starting that this week, so that's highly exciting. But Money in the Bank, I thought it was an okay show for the most part. Like I said, I didn't watch it through completely. I watched the women's Money in the Bank ladder match completely, and I watched the men's Money in the Bank ladder match completely. But other than that, I just kind of skimmed through the show after the fact. I didn't watch it live, and it was okay. It was fun. It wasn't a terrible show, The women's Money in the Bank ladder match, man, I could say so many things about it. That Shotzi, what Shotzi? Shotzi. I feel like the entire match was so all over the place. In some places, it was good, and then in other places, I really felt like it was just so sloppy. And I feel like most women's Money in the Bank ladder matches have kind of been like that, which is really unfortunate. I just I don't know. I feel like it was just really kind of rough in places. So yeah. With Theory always trying to impress Vince McMahon, I want to see him fail the cash-in. I mean, honestly, it would be better than what they probably have planned, for reals. Hey, Hans, what's up? What the hell is this? Where's sexy action figures in the background? Well, we have books in the background and DVDs for today. None of them wrestling related, except, well, I guess I do have a few wrestling books up there, but the office was so hot. It's so hot in there, and I don't do well in the heat. I get really I'll pass out in the heat, and it's not great. So I couldn't sit in there for 3 hours of my life, wasting away watching the show, which I do have on. I've kind of just been reading more comments and stuff than I have been commentating on Raw. But regardless, I couldn't sit in there for 3 hours. So I'm in my room, because it's a lot cooler in here. So, Maven is a Bomb was almost a great show right up until the end. Yeah. What happened in the streams? Haven't seen you last week. Is Mr. G okay? Mr. G has been sick for the last month. He's been in and out of doctors. Mr. G never gets sick, but he's been sick over the last month or so, but in and out of doctors. They told him he might have had an abscess in his tonsils or something at first, and then they gave him antibiotics for about the course of a week, and he was doing better-ish. And then once he didn't have any more antibiotics to take, he kind of started feeling worse again. And so he's just kind of been up and down, back and forth with the doctors. He's going to see an ENT or something to get his neck and his ear and his throat or whatever looked at next week, I think. They were also looking at something with his thyroid. So it's just, he's been all over the place, and he's just really tired. He looks like death, bro. He looks so tired and so sick. But he's fine for the most part. He's got, days where he's really tired and days where he's, not. But, he takes a lot of naps. He's taken a lot of naps over the last month, but he's getting it checked out, and hopefully he'll be back, sometime in the near future. Just a reminder, Seth Rollins was booked to win the WWE title at day 1 before Roman got COVID. Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. So stupid. Literally dumb. Just for the, like, you know, the people that care about Raw. Liv and Bianca won their tag match or whatever. And now we have this 4th of July something or other with people backstage. I don't care. Different venue, yeah. Usos and the Street Profits was fantastic. I'll have to go back and watch that because I kind of, like I said, skimmed through the show, caught 2 Money in the Bank ladder matches and called it, you know, a day. I started watching Stranger Things since 2 weeks ago. I finished all the seasons, and I have to say, one very, very good show. It's so good. It's like my favorite television show at the current moment. Really fun characters. Great soundtrack. Just awesome. I wasn't expecting to ever hear Master of Puppets on Stranger Things. It was crazy. I wasn't sure what song they were going to use. But Master of Puppets, great choice. Great choice. It was really cool. Like Shotzi is not a bad wrestler. She's had very good matches. Yeah, it's just the Money in the Bank ladder match was so like, it was rough. So many spots. And what happened when she got busted open and was bleeding? Like, what happened there? But she had like blood all over her face. Well, they tried to clean her up, but like you could tell she was bleeding everywhere. Just really, I don't know, man. It was rough. It was rough in places. So yeah. Hope Mr. G recovers 100% soon. Yeah, so does everybody else. Stranger Things is my top 5 favorite shows ever, but nothing will ever top Breaking Bad for me. Yeah, Stranger Things for sure in my top 5. Maybe, oh no, Seth is wearing a white shirt and they just got ketchup all over it. Cool glasses, dude. Bro, Ezekiel just put ketchup all over Seth Rollins' white shirt and is taking the hot dog bun and is rubbing the ketchup all over his face. Dude. Oh, you're toast. How does... Ugh, I will never understand this man. And now Seth is laughing about it. Dude, he's wearing white pants too. He really got ketchup everywhere. How unfortunate. So now, are we going to have Ezekiel feud with Seth? Are you kidding? Oh, how the mighty have fallen. I don't see Theory successfully cashing in the briefcase, especially on Roman. I agree. I don't see it either. Here's Seth. Shotzi wasn't the only one off that night either. I agree. I think Raquel, they could have done some really cool spots with Raquel, and I feel like they just didn't take advantage of that, just with, like, I don't know, her height and stuff compared to some of the other people. And I feel like some of the spots that they did try to do, they just didn't maybe work out the way they should have. Like the spot with the ladder where she was supposed to pick it up with Becky and Asuka both on each end and then drop it. It didn't work the way they wanted it to. Only one side, got up. But I don't know. I feel like there were some really cool spots they could have done, and they just didn't really take advantage of it, Do I think they're going to do a rematch between the Street Profits and the Usos? Probably. Probably for SummerSlam. That would be my guess. Shotzi's a little bit about a botch, but I haven't had time to read the article. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it just wasn't her night. Stranger Things never misses with their soundtracks. I agree. This movie looks good. The Thor, whatever this is called, Love and Thunder, is that what it's called? It does look good. I've not watched any of the other I've never watched any of the other Thor movies or Marvel really, but it looks good. Seth feuding with Ezekiel. Who did Seth piss off backstage? I know, it's like, I don't get it. Loving the makeup, Maven. You're a master at your craft. Thank you very much. Thank you, Ains. So I laughed when the crowd started booing Lacey Evans, who shared she was abused as a child. Yeah, it's I don't. They were like, we're gonna make you a face, but then we're gonna try to make you a heel, but then we're actually gonna make you a face, but then we're gonna make you a heel, but we're gonna bounce you back and forth between Raw and SmackDown because we really don't know what we're gonna do with you. But actually, we're gonna make you a face because, well, we'll make you a face. Pair you with Raquel. The internet will have a field day with that one. Natalie Portman looks jacked. And I said that was going to happen. The crowd wasn't going to fall for it. I genuinely thought that they were going to buy into the whole face thing just because of the way they're playing her gimmick with America, but I guess not, I don't think Santana will be back with AEW. He's been reported his contract in AEW is expiring in September. Because he suffered an injury during Blood and Guts. I haven't seen anything about his contract being up anytime soon, but we'll see, I guess. Oh, look, another obvious Edge promo. Yeah, I saw the commercial break. We'll be back in a second. it's Bad Bunny and Cheetos. Have fun. If Santana's contract is expiring in September, it's because it's expiring in oopsie. It's because it's expiring in September. Injuries extend contracts, if anything. Yeah. Edge doesn't need a spooky vignette for a return, though he can just show up. I agree. I'm not sure what they're going for. I mean, I guess you can assume what they're going for, but it's it's I don't know. Hello, people that have joined us, or should I say, Maven? Hi, how's it going? Wrestle Story. What's up? How you doing? How's it going? Doing great? Hopefully so. Oopsie. Helps if I am on the right page. Do you have Raw on? Did you put Raw on, Dad? Oh my goodness. Now I've got the Edge promo. I'm way behind everybody, but it's fine. Oh, is this the same promo that they showed yesterday? Okay, well, yes, it is. How fun. I don't, I don't know what. Okay, show the same problem again. It's fine. We'll pretend we didn't see it yesterday. It's fine. So we got Seth and Ezekiel over here happening now. Well, according to Fightful, Santana and Ortiz may have heat with each other given they haven't been on screen together in months. Interesting. Nah, Edge is flipping back to heel again. Look for Edge versus Balor at SummerSlam. Nah, Edge is flipping back to for face again. Look for Edge versus Balor at SummerSlam. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's so weird. Just the flip-flop that they've done with him, really. Honestly, I think probably they're turning him face, probably, just because he was just in a heel faction. So how does it make any sense for them to, like, have him continue to be heel? I don't know. It makes sense. That was crazy. But, you know, I don't know. Turning him face would make sense, and it feels very, like, I don't know. It feels like a very kind of reactive movement just because, like, Cody's not around, and who do they have as faces on the roster at this point? Like, big name faces, you know? Not as many as you would think. I feel like that's been, like, WWE's biggest problem over the last, couple months is, like, there's so many people that are injured, and they don't have, like, people in backup to be able to just slide in and take these people's places. Like, you have Cody out, you have Randy out, you have Big E out, you have Sasha and Naomi who are gone, you have Charlotte who is gone, you have Bayley who is gone, you have all these people who are built up as these, like, big stars on the roster, and now all of them are gone and you don't have anybody to take their place. That's what I think SmackDown's biggest problem has been. You have Roman who has both belts and isn't on television. So, like, what are you supposed to do with that? I feel like that's the big thing with why they took the title off of Ronda at Money in the Bank on Saturday and gave it to Liv, because they needed, like, this fresh start to do something on SmackDown because they just don't have anybody. They just don't. I mean, you have the women's division and all this stuff, you have Raquel and all these other people or whatever that they just brought up, but you have nothing, essentially. Because they don't build anything else aside from the top, 4 competitors. And I think that's really been a big issue for them over the last couple months with all the injuries and all of the people not being around. So I just, it's really been a disadvantage for them. It looks like it's going to be Rollins versus Riddle at SummerSlam. That would be my guess. With the way that things are going right now. So do we know if this will be a darker character for Edge? Not sure at this point, honestly. I mean, the vignettes only tell us about this much. Thoughts on No Holds Barred match tonight, Bex and Asuka. It should be fun. I'm surprised we're, like, doing that. Well, it's not surprising in the least, but it's I guess a little bit surprised that they didn't, like, wait to do that later at, SummerSlam or something, because I don't know that Becky's going for the title at SummerSlam. I mean, she might, but, we'll see, I guess. Edge will need to bring reinforcements to deal with Judgment Day. That's a good guess. Who would that be? Who would he bring with him to work against Judgment Day? Probably for SummerSlam. That would be my guess. Probably like a 6-person tag. That would be my assumption. Just like Liv versus Ronda face to face isn't WWE policy, so it makes sense that Charlotte is going to sit in there again. Yeah, I think so. Natalya is the only other heel that could fill the role, and absolutely nobody wants that. Nobody. WWE even teased Ronda versus Shayna, And WWE knows fans wanted that, and they took it from us. Yeah, they have no intentions of doing that at all. What if they do Theory and Cody for the briefcase when he returns? I don't think so. You cannot keep doing that with the Money in the Bank briefcase. It totally defeats the purpose of everything the Money in the Bank briefcase is supposed to be about. It's not a belt. You win it in a ladder match, and then you hold on to it for a year. Or, until you cash in. Whatever. I just feel like that has not helped the briefcase legitimacy over the last, a couple of years. I feel like the briefcase has really fallen in, the rankings. Just because of after what they did with it with Otis and Miz and whatever, and the whole jumping around to this, that, and the other guy, it doesn't work for the briefcase. It's just stupid, honestly, in my opinion. I think Cody was going to win the briefcase for sure before Cody was injured. Then I was thinking, oh, sure, it's going to be Seth. Because Cody's injured, can't take that spot anymore, so it's going to be Seth. Woo! But then we're like, no, because apparently you can't do either of those options. So, we decided to give it to Theory instead, because that made a lot of sense. Thanks for following. You think Edge will bring back the Brood gimmick? Potentially, maybe. I guess we'll see. Edge was doing a darker character. How much darker can you get? Yeah, that's it. I don't know how much darker you can get, honestly. By the way, I hear that Brock and Roman will fight at SmackDown twice between now and SummerSlam. Sick. Just what we need. Cool. Love that. Pat McAfee versus Happy Corbin, Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar, Logan Paul versus SummerSlam. Yeah, that's all the confirmed matches I think that we have right now. Pat McAfee and Corbin should be good, hopefully. Cross fingers. Corbin is, Corbin and Pat McAfee is great, so it should be fun. Logan Paul, I could care less. I genuinely, whatever. He signed with WWE or whatever, which is not surprising, but, I don't care one way or another. Seth versus Cody for the successfully cashed in. I thought after Cody left, or Cody was injured or whatever, it very much so makes sense for Cody to win Royal Rumble, come back, get a surefire championship match then. But since Cody was not around and Cody was going to win Money in the Bank, I thought that left the spot open for Seth. But no, we give it to Theory instead. I genuinely do not understand it. I don't get it. I really don't. The entire idea of we're trying to build heat for him or whatever, it's not working. Nobody cares. It genuinely is not doing anything. People don't like the guy. People don't hate the guy. They just don't care at all. So to continue pushing him in this huge wow, he's so great. It's not working in any capacity. I seriously doubt Cody will be cleared by Royal Rumble. That's what he's trying to get, is cleared by Royal Rumble. That would be my guess. That's in January. Well, January could be, I guess, late, early February, late January, could be around that time. I think Cody will be in the Rumble. I think he'll be cleared. He's going to do everything in his power to get cleared to be at that show. To then be at Mania, for sure. He's crazy. And even if he's not 100%, he's still going to do it anyways. That's just, he'll be in the Rumble. Regardless, I think. The match is announced for SummerSlam. Make me care less about SummerSlam. Yeah. I think so. WB is shooting themselves in the foot, booking someone will take the title off Roman. Like, Roman having both titles is so, like, I don't get it. I really don't, because I feel like at this point it's really been like to the like detriment of A, the titles, B, SmackDown, and even Raw. Like, it's just not working. You can't have both titles on him and then not have him on television. He's scheduled to be on like Run Raw the entire summer. Has that happened yet? I don't know. I don't remember if he's been on Raw at all this summer, but he's only scheduled to be on one show, one Monday Night Raw, over the course of the entire summer, leading into SummerSlam. One Raw, that's it. And he's not on SmackDown every week like he was. So, like, what are we doing with him? Take one of the titles off of him and call it a day. He doesn't need both titles at all at this point. I'm not sure anybody even really cares at this point. But, like, it doesn't make sense to have both titles on him, especially when he's not on the shows. And, like, they have no world title picture at all. Because then what did they do? Brock Lesnar walked in and they gave him the title match. So there's no world title picture. There's nothing. Because they just gave it to Brock. So I don't know what the answer is, but I do think that part of the answer is taking one of the titles off of Roman. But like the rest of it, I don't know what they're doing. WWE needs to book someone to take the title off Roman. I totally agree. 100%. 100%. Absolutely. With Roman having both titles, he's going to defend them at Survivor Series. You got me. You got me. Let's give someone both titles, then sign a part-time contract with him. That makes good nonsense. Exactly. It's so stupid. Were Baron Corbin and Pat McAfee NFL teammates on the Colts? I do believe they were. I mean, I don't know anything about anything sports related, but I do believe that is true. Wow, it's Riddle. Riddle came out to RKO Seth. How fun. I want to say that Corbin and McAfee were like on the same team somewhere. Again, don't quote me on that, but like I want to say I saw that. Anyways, that someone, and his name was Seth Rollins via Money in the Bank. Yeah, I totally agree. Like chance after chance, they've given Seth so many opportunities, and they just constantly are like, nope, we're actually not giving you the title. Just kidding. Oh god, this Otis thing is going to end with him puking on live TV. Oh no. Let's not do that. Really, nobody wants to see that. At all. Nobody wants to see that. At all. In any capacity. I don't even want to see this. Okay, then. WB, the same thing with Titus O'Neil on SmackDown a few years ago. Oh, that's great. Oh, it's Austin Theory. Oh, this was just great. Okay, then. You puked in JBL's hat. That's nice. So we have Lashley, who is the United States champion. That's cool. The 6-man is obviously set up for Lashley to get crushed. And a 74-year-old man thinks his crap is funny and entertaining. It's not. It's not at all. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody at all. Hey, Sarah, what's up? Sammy the Bloodline will be crazy. He's been hanging out with them for like a while on SmackDown or whatever. But you know. Hopefully that's all working. That was weird. Now my lights are doing this weird like thing. I don't know. They do this weird like it's almost like there's lines. It's the ring light. It does it sometimes. I don't know if that's like totally visible on like camera or whatever, like on the video, but I can for sure see it on like the streaming service thing. What do you think about Lashley versus Gunther in a unification match? You know, it'd be fine, I suppose. It'd be fine, I guess. Have a good one, James. With WrestleMania being 2 nights now, would you move the Money in the Bank match back on Mania? I mean, I don't think they would, just because they treat Money in the Bank like one of the big 4 pay-per-views now. They honestly, their big 4 pay-per-views are Mania, SummerSlam, Money in the Bank, and WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Money in the Bank, Survivor Series. Yeah, that's right. Okay, maybe 5. Royal Rumble's also on that list. So they have like their 5 big pay-per-views now. So they kind of they kind of you know, have that going for them now. They've kind of integrated the Money in the Bank pay-per-view into being like, you know, a big deal throughout the year. But I would say, honestly, I would even say that Money in the Bank probably takes precedent over Survivor Series. So I would even say that it is a big 4 pay-per-view. Rumble, Mania, SummerSlam, Money in the Bank. That I wouldn't even count Survivor Series in the top 4 at this point, just because in the last several years it's really fallen off the map, and I just don't think they care. Like Survivor Series was cool. It was cool. The entire idea of like the teams being, you know, all the different teams being built up of all these different people, but it's really, I wouldn't consider it a big 4 pay-per-view anymore, actually. They treat Money in the Bank more like a big 4 pay-per-view. So that would be the big 4. So I wouldn't see them ever moving Money in the Bank back to WrestleMania at this point. Maybe you kind of remind me of a spy wearing the black shirt and the matching earpiece. Yeah, I technically have 2, but I really dislike wearing both headphones at the same time, especially when I'm talking, because I feel like I can't hear myself speak, and then I feel like I'm 10 times louder than I actually should be. So, one headphone it is, you know. I have an incredible view at the fireworks out my window. That's fun. How exciting. I have no view of fireworks at all. I have windows that have curtains on them. Also, I'm in a lower level basement room, so I can't see fireworks. But you know, it is what it is. Survivor Series used to be a huge pay-per-view in the past few years. It feels like it hasn't. I agree. I took back what I said, okay? I said it was the top 4 pay-per-view. I took it back. I took it back. They treat Money in the Bank more like a big 4 than Survivor Series. It's it's true. It's true. Hell in a Cell is a joke now. 1 match in the cell this year, 2 last year. Yeah, they don't even. It's not even remotely worth anybody's time at all. And nowadays Survivor Series will mostly be known as the Undertaker debut show. Yeah, and I feel like that's what they make it every year. Like, anyways, like they always bring it up, and it's like, dude, do we care? Did anybody ask? No, nobody did. I'd be upset if Brock beats Roman at SummerSlam. I wouldn't, per se, just because I don't know. Like, I wouldn't be mad at it, because, I don't know. Brock probably wouldn't be on TV any more than Roman is, but it's, I don't know. Just to not have it on Roman would be cool. I'm sorry, I disagree. Rollins and Cody is the only match that needed to be a Hayek match. Yeah, I mean, I guess I get it for, like, this particular, like, Hell in a Cell event, like this year's Hell in a Cell. I guess having it just be Cody and Seth, like, made sense. But I feel like in years previous, it just, I don't know. Survivor Series is at its best when they always had done the traditional 5-on-5 matches. I agree. But not like with the brand supremacy or whatever. Just like the teams. Just like pick teams, The brand supremacy thing is so stupid. It's so stupid. Because, like, it's so dumb. Because they don't even stick to it, like, 85% of the time. They do, like, some weird stuff, like, weeks leading up to it, and even months, and they always do the draft right before it. They always do the draft right before Survivor Series, and so then everybody who is literally just on Team SmackDown literally just gets moved over to Team Raw, and vice versa. So it makes no sense. No sense. So the brand supremacy thing, stupid. Just get rid of it. Nobody needs it. Nobody really cares, honestly. I don't think it's not even like there's like a big like bragging rights or something. There's nothing to it. There are no bragging rights. It's just dumb. Let's face it, Hell in a Cell is just a cage match painted red. Maybe. Do you think Logan Paul is a good addition? I genuinely do not care, like, really one way or another. I mean, I do think it's kind of crappy to sit here and go, oh, we're going to use Logan Paul over a guy who's been here working every week for the last, 12 years of his life to get to this point on the WWE roster. But we're going to actually just give the spot to Logan. Like, I feel like that's kind of crappy. And I don't really care for Logan, honestly. But I guess from, like, a WWE marketing brand aspect, it was a good move. It was a good business move. He's got a big audience. He's got a big following. He's got a young audience. And WWE is trying to cater to a younger generation. And bringing Logan in is doing that. So, from a business standpoint, I get it. As a wrestling fan, I genuinely do not care. But, what can you do? Hey Scott, what's up? OMG, John Cena is on the Raw live stream with Maven. Yes, John Cena. John Cena. Can't see They do the brand supremacy thing a month after the draft, and I'm supposed to care about brand supremacy. Literally, it makes no sense. It literally just it's so dumb. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. Literally stupid. Who's the babyface in Miz versus Logan Paul feud? No one likes Logan Paul or the Miz. Genuinely, probably Miz is gonna get more of a babyface reaction just because people don't like Logan Paul. He's a very natural heel just because nobody likes him. So, you know, he's got that going for him, I guess. And honestly, I can't even lie. It's not even like he looked bad in the matches and stuff. Like, he looked pretty good. Like, he did well. But, you know. To me, the draft should happen either the week after WrestleMania or the day after SummerSlam, not in October, weeks before a show that's built around brand versus brand. They gotta change the placement of it because the placement of it makes absolutely no sense. Absolutely no sense. A-Town down. Woo, am I supposed to care? I don't like Austin Theory. I don't like Austin Okay. So we're getting a United States Championship rematch. Theory and Lashley at SummerSlam. Okay then. All right. I'm a part of that younger generation, but I feel like Logan signing is not as significant as AEW signing WWE talent like Keith Lee, Athena, Jeff Hardy. When Hardy was level-headed. Yeah, I mean, I feel like he's just, I don't know. He's got such a big audience on YouTube, and he's got a huge following. And I really think WWE is trying to play into that just because he's not, no disrespect to Keith Lee or Athena or Jeff Hardy, but like wrestling fans know about those people. Jeff Hardy probably is more mainstream than the other two. You know what I mean? Like Logan Paul is a mainstream star. He's got his big fights. He's got fights in quotations. He has his YouTube channel. He's got his workout drink or whatever it is, Prime, whatever that is. It's like Gatorade, but not Gatorade. He's got all these different things like that he's done, you know, and he has a huge following on YouTube and on social media. And he's very mainstream, and like even people that you wouldn't think know who he is or have like heard his name in passing. So it's just, I do think it's kind of a little bit of a different thing, like comparing Logan Paul to like some of the people that AEW has brought in, just because he is very mainstream. And like I said, from a business standpoint, it's understandable why WWE did that. It's like when they brought in Bad Bunny. It's like when they brought in, you know, all these other celebrity superstars, for whether it's a one-off thing or for a couple weeks of build up for like a big WrestleMania something. It's no different than that. You know, but they signed Logan, so you know, we'll see how it goes. Good job pulling down the solo stream. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Like the last Survivor Series I actually enjoyed was 2019 when NXT was involved. I can't see the crowd accepting Miz as a face. Logan might be able to convince folks he's a good guy as long as he kicks Miz's ass. See, I disagree. I think the opposite. I just think people just genuinely do not like Logan. For one reason or another, people just genuinely do not like him. And so it's, you know, I don't think it'll be difficult to get people to cheer for the Miz and boo for Logan. I really don't think it'll be too hard. I'd much rather WWE bring Bad Bunny back for a match than Logan Paul. I agree. I mean, I agree. I totally agree. But, you know, it is what it is. Cool room, as he said. No, it's not permanent. We're chilling in here today because the office is super hot. And I could not sit in there for 3 hours watching this show. So we're in this room, where it is much, much cooler. So yeah. The crowd mega booed Logan Paul at Mania. I agree. I don't think it'll be hard for them to get Logan, you know, a heel reaction, because people just genuinely don't like the guy. People just don't like him. So the 6-man tag match is happening. I feel like this has been like the longest, like, oof, like, it's only 9:09. We still have an hour of this show. But I feel like this has been the longest thing ever. Okay, Lashley. It's Lashley and the Street Profits versus Theory, Gable, and Otis in a 6-man tag match. Okay. So neither can be anything but a heel. What happens then? I don't think Miz can be a face. I think Miz can be a face. I've enjoyed, I think he's one of those very few people that, while he might work better as a heel, I guess, in some people's eyes, he can really work both sides of the coin very, very well. And I've enjoyed his face work. I've enjoyed his heel work. I genuinely, I don't really have an issue with Miz. I think he's, you know, one of the, you know, lifers in the WWE, but he's like good at what he does. He's good at making you buy into whatever he's selling, regardless of what it is. And not everybody can do that, but he can. And he's one of like the only, you know, superstars that truly has done everything, like from top to bottom, and it's, you know, everything. Money in the Bank, World Championships, Tag Team Championships, all this stuff. Like, he and Dolph, I very much so, Miz and Dolph Ziggler, I put them kind of in the same category of, like, both of them legitimately have done, like, everything they ever could in WWE and have done well with everything that WWE has ever thrown at them. And it's just, I don't know, the two of them are very much so in the same boat, in my opinion. I kind of categorize them in the same way. But, you know, it's kind of impressive what the two of them have been able to pull off, being in WWE. We've already got Edge and Seth spinning the top. Now add Miz. Well, the thing about it, though, I think Edge is kind of, I think that was a very reactionary move to not having Cody around for the next several months, so they needed another face. Seth, I genuinely feel has leaned more towards the face side in recent months than he has to the heel side. So I don't know. It kind of, I guess, you know, they're flip-flopping, but, you know, what can you do? I feel like they've kind of had to do that because they've been forced into that situation because they don't build anybody else up. So. What do you think about Max Dupree's maximum male models? It literally looks like it's like the goofiest thing I've ever seen in my life. I didn't watch SmackDown, okay? But I saw clips and pictures, and I was like, what is this? Like, literally, what is this? It looks so goofy. It looks so dumb. It looks so dumb. LA Knight used to be cool. Yeah, I agree. LA Knight used to be cool. Key phrase in that like sentence used to be. Like honestly, it's not. I don't. It's no good. It's really no good. Mace and Mansoor. Why? Yeah. The meme that came out of that segment with LA Knight's face. Yeah. Wednesday night on Dynamite, John Moxley will defend the interim AEW World Championship against the winner of Royal Rampage, Brody King. It should be good. Brody King and Mox. It should be fun. Hopefully. Yeah. 6-man tag match is still happening, just by the way. This match has been okay, I suppose. Oof. Theory just got tossed. You know, it's so interesting how so naturally Lashley has turned into a face. Because he was like a big heel on the roster or whatever, but like now, oh great. Now like, I don't know, it's just so interesting how quickly he turned all of that around. And how the crowd like bought into all of it. And now he's face. Oh my goodness, bro, I'm yawning again. Dude, there's so much glitter on my desk, it's not even funny. There's so much glitter. That's no good. Montez going to the top rope. Oh my gosh, the air he gets is ridiculous, dude. It's ridiculous. The air he gets is ridiculous. Are you kidding? Oof. Now Gable is going to the top rope. Where's Black? Fun. Oof, big spear. So Lashley and the Street Profits won the 6-man tag. How fun! How exciting! Yeah, I did know that AEW had fallen as charity pay-per-view. I did know that. Wardlow versus Scorpius have the TNT Championship, and a street fight is also booked for Dynamite. That is gonna be epic. It's gonna be so fun. A Dynamite is gonna be. It's gonna be good. They've got some really good matches lined up on there. They have Thunder Rosa and Toni Storm, and they're fighting Marina Shafir and Nyla Rose, I think. Don't quote me on that. But I think that's what's happening. You know, it's going to be cool, though. It's going to be cool. It's going to be cool. Great. Otis is in the ring. Ew. That's disgusting. Okay. Nobody needed to see that. Ew. Why are we showing a replay of it? I literally don't need commentary explaining it to me either. Ew, that's gross. Why? Ew. Okay then. It's Becky. Okay. I like the colored streaks. The pops of green and the bright orange. It's cool. How fun. Wardlow versus Miro for the TNT title would be insane. Yeah. My television froze. That's great. Ah, we're back. Oh, it froze again. One second. And we just jumped to commercial. That's unfortunate. I was listening to Becky talk. Imagine a Mox versus Brody leads to the Black Combat Club, Blackpool Combat Club. Yeah, that's what they're called. Versus the House of Black. It'd be cool. It'd be epic. It'd be real fun. Dude. Oh, my shirt. You can literally see it in the light. That's unfortunate. Becky and Asuka should be best buds. Can you imagine ever getting a gift like the one Becky gave Asuka? Observant stuff. What is up? Dominic got beat up, so that's good. Yeah, Dominic got beat up, so that's cool. I would love another Malachi Black versus Claudio match without restrictions this time. It would be sick. If Rico would add a female to Blackpool Combat Club, who would you pick? Jamie Hayter. No questions asked. Jamie Hayter. That would be my pick. Jamie Hayter is so good. I wish he was on television more. Less Britt Baker, more Jamie Hayter. There you go. Also, you can have Jamie Hayter turn face in the BCC as the crowd clearly wants to cheer for her. I agree. No, are they showing a replay of him puking again? I'm looking away. I don't want to see it, bro. I really don't want to see it. No part of me wants to see it at all in any capacity whatsoever. It's gross. I don't even want to hear them talk about it. This is disgusting. No, thank you. I love Jamie Hayter. She's amazing. Yeah, she's great. Dude. Why are they doing this? Why did I think this was funny? Who does Vince think is laughing, bro? Nobody's laughing. Not one single person. Everybody's like, why? Ugh. Gross. Oh. It's truth. Truth is Uncle Sam. The foreigner has to beat up an American on July 4th. How's your reaction to Cesaro aka Claudio joining AEW and the Blackpool Combat Club? It's cool. It's cool. I think he's a great addition to the dude, Gunther isn't even on this show. Gunther isn't even on Raw, bro. Isn't he on SmackDown? Am I crazy? They brought him over to just do this. My guy isn't even on this show. But they were like, we gotta do this segment. We need you here tonight. Okay. I would keep Will Smith's name out of his mouth if I was the truth. It didn't go over Chris Rock. Like I said, WWE has to have a foreigner beat up an American on July 4th. Yeah, great. This holiday is stupid. Just, you know. Okay. The SmackDown Women's Champion is on the Raw roster, so why not Gunther on Raw? Well, I guess, you know. Unfortunately, I'm used to it now, Maven. WWE is very selective with their brand split rule breaking. I'm disappointed Gunther is not being booked properly. Yeah. If they have Walter, job out to our truth, I will be pissed. Well, nothing like going, you know what? We want you to be more of a heel, so you know what we're going to have you do? We're going to have you insult America on the 4th of July. That's going to make you the biggest heel ever. Okay, then. All right. Okay. Well, that was great. I wonder if Truth knows the hat he's trying to keep on his head is already smashed. Alexa! So we have Alexa and Asuka. Okay. So we want Alexa wants a shot at the title or something. So cool. She's working towards that. Okay. Oh my gosh, why do we need to take a look back at Roman versus Brock Lesnar? Who cares? SummerSlam isn't for like an entire month, bro. Who cares? Why do we need to talk about Roman and Brock right now? There's no reason. Aside from like needing to fill time or something, there's no reason. No reason at all. La, 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 la. I just realized that the main event is SummerSlam. We anticlimax. Everyone will be looking at the ramp, waiting for theory. It's ridiculous we're getting Brock versus Roman for the 7th time. Not if you include the Fastlane triple threat and the SummerSlam Fatal 4-Way. Yeah, it's just like, I don't get it. Well, I guess I do get it because they literally have nobody else. But like at the same time, it's like, bro, can we really like? We literally can't do anything else. Like, there's nothing else on the table at all. Like nothing. I don't know. It's just really frustrating because this is something we've seen about 10,000 times, and who cares? You know? WWE claims this will be the end of Becky versus Asuka, but I don't believe it because they told us Roman versus Brock at Mania was the last time, and we're getting it again. Yeah, it's, you know, it's something. It's something for sure. Let's face it, they needed someone to fill in for Cody, and Vince's brand is stuck in the 90s. I mean, yeah, for sure, but it's just, I don't know. He probably asked for Stone Cold and The Undertaker first. It was changed to Roman versus Brock for the WWE title, not both titles. I don't think it really matters whether it's, you know, the one title or 2 titles. I really don't think it matters. I don't think Brock is winning. I think he should win one of them, but I don't think he will. Dude, these advertisements are so long. Like, I don't care. Cool. Like, don't vape or whatever. But, like, can we move on? Oh, yes, Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. Can we move on? Great. I just want to watch Raw. It takes so long. Look. I just hope SummerSlam is the last Roman versus Brock match. Why are we showing this again? Am I crazy? This is literally the exact same promo that we showed on Saturday, right? There's nothing different about this. It's exactly the same. It's the same promo that we showed at the beginning of Raw or whatever. What the heck, bro? Is this necessary? Okay. Okay then. I don't know, man. They showed the promo vignette twice in one night. I don't get it. It was the same thing. I don't know why they showed it more than once. I don't understand it. Makes no sense. If Cody was to challenge for both titles, do you think he'd still win? Yeah. Oh, Roman? Do I think Roman would win? No. If it was Cody, Cody would win. But since it's not Cody, Roman is winning. That's my philosophy. They had Veer. Why didn't they have to just have Veer come out and squash all Street? I don't know, man. I have no idea. I don't know why they decided. It's stupid. Yes, they're building him up to win the title. I think it would have. Cody would have won the title. Yeah, that's right. This is crazy. Vince McMahon has a strange craving for recaps. Yeah, apparently. Vince has dementia. He doesn't remember booking this match already. Any fireworks going off around you? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I can hear some. There was like a big fireworks thing yesterday. I know there's like another big firework thing that happens tonight also, but I don't think it's gonna happen for a little while just because it's not totally dark outside yet. So, yeah. Well, at least I don't think it's totally dark outside yet. It's not like as dark as it could be. So they generally wait. It is the last match. The last match. The last time. The last man standing. Okay. Told us it was the last match last time. You lied. Because here we are doing it again. So, like, what do you mean? I genuinely don't know what the heck this music is that they're using for SummerSlam, but it's, like, obnoxious. Is this the main event? Did Becky and Asuka get the main event? WWE trying to build up this Roman and Brock match is the best feud ever. Literally. It's not. Not at all. Dude, I really love this gear. It's giving Power Rangers. Okay, green Power Ranger, to be more specific. Have fun. I bet Asuka and Becky will fight each other at least 3 more times this year. Probably in triple threats or fatal 4-ways. Probably! Because why wouldn't they? This should be fun. No holds barred! They're gonna beat each other with kendo sticks. They're gonna throw each other through tables. I'm liking Becky's attire, giving me some Loki vibes. Yeah, I mean Loki too. Yeah, like that's cool. The first thing I thought it was Green Power Rangers, but you know, whatever. Same difference. It's cool. Should have realized that would be another commercial. See, there's fireworks. That was loud. There's another one. Fireworks is so stupid. They're very dangerous. Might accidentally blow your hand off. It's not a good thing. But yeah, I've seen enough of this feud though. So I hope we get to see you for Dynamite Maven. Have a good night and keep on healing up, getting better and stronger. Thanks, Ben. Thanks, Ben. We'll see you later. Oh, good grief. These commercials, man. These commercials. Oh, Roddy. Becky lined up the chairs. Lined up the chairs. We should get a TLC match this year. We didn't get one last year. Do do do. Do 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 do. Look, she's got a trash can. Asuka has brought out a trash can. Oh, that was somebody knocking on my door. I thought that was fireworks. I was like, what the heck? That was... It was my food. I'm here. That was terrifying, bro. I thought that was fireworks just because there were so many fireworks going outside my window, and that was... it was my food. Asuka with the Jason mask is badass. Totally. Here we go. Main event time. Getting hit with chairs. Have fun. Like, he's having some difficulties getting that chair up there. Well, they're fine. They were just, done into some ladders a couple days ago. It's fine, though. It's fine, though. They're fine. She just set up the chair again. It fell off. Oops. Oof. Big stomps. I wonder how many of those little tiny monitors they go through. Dude, that was the weakest chair strike I've ever seen in my life. Like, no joke. Yo, Ollie Sapphire, what's up? Ooh, that was rough. Yikes. So Becky and Oscar both went through the barricade. Chilling, watching fireworks outside. Cool, cool, cool. I'm chilling. Eating dinner and watching Raw. It's cool. It's cool. So we got picture in picture. We saw Becky and Oscar going on. They're just, chilling. Beating each other with kendo sticks, tables, Going into the crowd. Let's move. Cool, cool. Has Raw been good? I've only seen pieces of it tonight. Well, I kind of missed the first hour of it. I didn't see like the first hour of it, but the what I've seen, it's been okay. It's been all right. Not terrible, but not the greatest show I've ever seen in my life or anything. The first thing I saw on YouTube was Finn Balor. I thought he looked like a pirate. Yeah, I missed that. I missed Finn. I didn't have the show on when that was happening or whatever, or when he was on. Miz and Mrs. up next. How nice. Oh my gosh, that was loud. Apologies. Just try to carefully scoop up my pasta salad. Oh, Oh, into the chairs. That's nice. Seems like WWE's just throwing the bird split out the window, it feels like. Yeah, I feel like I saw somewhere a couple months ago there was like talk that they were gonna slowly dwindle it down, but like I don't know. Becky is in a trash can. Oh, that's nice. Big dropkick to Becky Lynch with the trash can. Nice, nice, nice. How lovely. These last few moves brought to you by Taco Bell. What would you say was the best matchup for Benboard Maven? My favorite match was Ospreay and Cassidy. I thought that was the best match. Honestly. I thought the entire show was fantastic. But like my favorite match was Cassidy and Ospreay. What? Becky's trying to set up the table. Mine would be the winner take all tag match. Cool, 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 cool. That one was also fun. I was surprised they changed Cassidy's theme at Blood and Guts. Yeah, they were gonna do it at the pay-per-view, I think, but they didn't have it like totally 100% in confirmed. I don't know. They were like, oh, they almost had it like totally like it's cool if you use it, but not quite. And Tony wanted to wait until they had like the full okay, so he waited until Wednesday, as opposed to at the pay-per-view. So Asuka has an umbrella. So anything we'll see CM Punk? Probably not for a while. Oh! Becky blocked most of it. Are you kidding? My television froze. Asuka's going to the top rope. They got the table set up. One of them's going through the table. Ooh. And they totally missed the entire shot because the umbrella was in the way. Cool. Dude, Becky is so green. she's like rolling around in green stuff. Her hair is so green. Her face is like so green. That was just. That was fun. Yeah, see, that camera angle was terrible because they had the umbrella in the way, but it's fine. It's cool. Becky's very excited that she won because she's been on quite the losing streak as of late. I love her. She is so funny. Well, that was Raw. That was fun. I like the main event. The main event was good. Like, overall, I'd probably give the show, like, a 6 out of 10. Like, it was not bad. Much better than, like, it normally is. You know what I mean? So, it was, well, so it was fun. For the most part. You know? Wonder where they go from there with Asuka. I am not sure, but I really think they're probably going to more so focus on like the rising story of Becky. I kind of thought they were going to do the opposite and have Becky continue to like be a loser, and then just have her like totally snap. But they didn't. Well, I mean, they still could. Like if she loses to Bianca or whatever again, I suppose they could. But I think we're gonna go on this, rising. Of, getting back to the top. Yeah, overall, not a bad show. 6 out of 10, 6.5 out of 10. It was more bearable than usual, which is good. So yeah, I don't have much else to say. I'll be back on Wednesday for sure. I don't know about Mr. G. It depends on how he's doing, if he's tired and stuff. Yeah. So WWE slowly building towards that Becky face turn. I agree, and I think it's gonna be so natural because people genuinely just want to root for her. Like heel turn, like she's so good at it, but it's so. I feel like it was really hard for the fans to buy into, just because people like her so much that it was very difficult for the fans to like buy into the heel turn. So like turning her face again, it's a good move. So yeah. I don't have much else to say. Be back on Wednesday for AEW. So till then, peace out.